How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. In this video we have Imperial going up against Red Hybrid. I realized in my recordings that I actually have so many Imperial matches. I think unsurprisingly the deck is insanely popular. It's probably the thing that most people are playing. So I definitely want to try and have some variety. But for now we just have a bunch of people playing Imperial, so you know, we'll make it work. I mean, you definitely want to see Imperial so you can know what it does and how to prepare and play against it. Or if you're playing it yourself because it's so good anyway, right? So we'll see. I'll try and keep it. We'll try and keep some variety. Alright, so we have a very early chain all the way up to Alderman. I actually am a big fan of just going into a regular Ancient Grey. If you have to promo a Gunimon and you're paying 3 for this evolution, like it's actually just like fine. It's like any other mega, right? You pay 3 for it, but the effect is definitely insane. Ancient Grey will then swing for like 15 checks. With Alderman, you don't get options, and then Unleashing you get the Summon Body, plus his base 13, so it actually ends up being crazy, right? Like, think about that, like, you can pay regular cost for Evos all the way to level 6, and then get this, like, absurd level 6 Digimon, right? Very early Ice Wall, though. I guess wants to stop some of that Ancient Grey aggression. Gets the restand from the Dual Tamer and the memory back. So, you know, Digivolving into Alderman is usually not the way it's played, but you definitely can use it that way. I think that in this case, it was a good play from the Imperial player, right? Making sure that his Paildramon can't just get swung over, and you know, he got good enough. Plus, it's not like he was gonna bounce anything. So yeah, that's 15 checks. I guess he gets a hit potential, which is nice, but Ice will pass his turn. But yeah, I mean, this is Red Hybrid doing Red Hybrid things, right? Pretty basic stuff. He made one chain, swung for 15,000 damage. With no options. Great counterplay, right? Okay, so Paildramon's gonna swing and restand, gaining memory and drawing cards. So far, so good. Then he can swing again from a Gunimon. Gonna go into the Dragon for a good chunk of change. Can tap the Dual Tamer to restand. Dragon can spit out the 2 bodies. It actually has to spit out, I believe it has to be a blue and a green Digimon. So I don't think that is a legal play. Correct me if wrong, but I believe it specifies it has to be a blue and a green Digimon. I'm gonna use hit potential, tap in one of the guys, going into the Paladin mode. Paladin mode could definitely answer, so that makes sense. I don't necessarily like the Paladin mode in the Imperial list. I don't think it's needed at all. Like, I don't think it's something that the deck needs. I think that you don't need to play level 7 at all, and if you were gonna play level 7, I feel like Blitz Omni is the way to go. But I'm not an Imperial player, so you guys tell me, how do you guys feel about the level 7s? Do you guys like the Paladin mode? Does it put in work for you? When Digivolving, he does get the clear, which is pretty good. So even though Ancient Grey swung for 15,000 checks, you know, he didn't get the Unleashing effect because it wasn't deleted, and Paladin mode is you know, pretty good answer. Hit potential put in work. Crimson Blaze can clear the 2 rookies, but he didn't even have a rookie himself to go for game next turn, which is really just super sad if you think about it. Because after the Crimson Blaze, he still might have been able to win that turn. Paladin's gonna swing, hoping that it's something good in security. I don't know if he plays Gaia Force. It's nothing good. And if he had a rookie, it actually would have been fine, right? Then again, like, are we okay with just somebody going like, oh, I just go to level 6, swing for 5 checks with no options? Like, are we okay with that kind of gameplay? Anyway, game 1 going to Imperial, and now we go to game 2. Gonna see who's gonna start us off. I will say hidden potential is insane. Like, it's a crazy green card in general, and now seeing blue decks have access to it, it just feels kind of wrong, I'll be honest, chat. Plus, when combined with the Dual Tamer, it's too nutty. It actually is so disgusting. He's gonna take the Chimeramon to hand from Analog. Interesting, because like he didn't have a rookie, right? And chooses to pass the rookie. So very interesting line of play. But for whatever reason, it's telling us that he really values that Chimeramon. Hammer Spark into Lydramon Hardcast. That's a yikes for me. This is not a good look. This is not a good look at all. Tie to pass. What do I feel like? Did they want to Paildramon manually? Because like, man, these armored Digimons that get hard drop, they're actually so bad. Like, they don't actually do anything. Gonna go Stingmon just to pass over turn. He has to pass over the full 3 memory for the tie. Finally steal rookie. So, I mean, kind of an awkward start for both players, but I guess red player is okay to just set up. You know, he does have 2 tamers to work with. He's got a Chimeramon, which, based on his hand, must have been really, really powerful, right? I like that play. Hard dropping Geo, great attack at the Stingmon. Should definitely delay and slow down the Imperial player, who clearly did not have a good start. He finally does pick up a rookie, which is nice. Is it too little too late? This Raidramon is not doing anything. Well, I guess with the dual tamer, Raidramon will pass over 2 memory, which is honestly pretty good. It's a pretty sick combo. Again, the dual tamer is such a powerful card. I mean, I get no surprise that Davis is busted, right? Put Davis in any card and it's gonna be broken. Okay, we see Flame Promote. We do know he has the Chimeramon to work with, right? Would he want a Jogress? Okay, just do Ancient Grey Shenanigans. Well, this is pretty good because then it's gonna die, summon another 4, and then he can Jogress after that, right? I actually really like that. That's a great play. He gets a bunch of checks. On deletion, he can play with Flamemon. I guess it's not a level 4, but honestly, good enough, right? I think he tried to do the Ancient Grey first to see if he could pick up a tamer before resolving the play at Takuya on deletion. Is that what the Flamemon is? Gonna take the Agunimon. Yeah, Greymon is gone. Still his turn though. Can go into another rookie, pretty good. Sets up the Piercing Flamemon. And I'm gonna pass into a Promaguni. So pretty solid start. Imperial player finally gets some memory to work with and he has bodies. But I definitely might be too little too late. You could definitely Jogress, right? Assuming he has another Stingmon. Gonna be swinging, living somehow. Swing again, survive again. Crazy, actually insane. Okay, he gets the restand, can swing, restand again. So it's honestly really pretty good aggression. Hitting into all sorts of things though. Look at that security. Was that 3 tamers, memory boost, bruh. It would be fine, except he didn't Jogress into the Peldramon, so he doesn't actually answer the board. He's actually just dead on board now. I don't know if he has. I mean, maybe Ice Wall would save him, right? Can he drop an Ice Wall? Mega Death, a Flame. That doesn't feel good. It had to be Ice Wall or nothing, I guess. It passes over 5 memory. Surely there's game for Red Hybrid here, right? Like, look at how many tamers and memory and everything he has. Because we know he has Chimeramon for Jogress. There's no way he doesn't have game, right? I would be shocked if he didn't win this turn. So yeah, just a horrible start from Imperial. Hard Open Legend just feels really, really bad. Red Hybrid player thinking how to close the game out. I mean, if he can't go for game, which I don't believe he, like, I would be really surprised. You could just clear the board, I guess. There's a world where he just clears the board and it's good enough. Yeah, well, he's clearing the board. Red memory boost. Okay, then Jogress after. Gonna go into Chimeramon. Chimeramon is pretty cool in Red Hybrid. It definitely adds some shenanigans. Yeah, he can put another Promaguni under. So now when he goes into Ancient Grey, it's actually reduced by 4. So he goes into Ancient Grey for 1, which is really quite funny. He has the Piercing Flame on. So it's going to be, once again, 15 checks for 18,000 DP with no options being activated. And Hybrid for game. That was a clean one. Chimeramon, yeah, definitely a good addition to Red Hybrid. I don't know how much room you could put for like multiple Chimeramons, but I definitely like it. No rookie opener, but at least he could Davis and then find the rookie. Obstacle for the jamming beam on, might want that early aggression. I do like the restand getting memory beam on. I specifically like the alt art, it's super nice. Okay, Flame on. It's been a close set, right? Some nice back and forth. We've definitely seen like the Red Hybrid players show the power of the Ancient Grey. I feel like all games has been able to come out with it, swing for 1,000 checks and like just do some work, right? Analog Boy, gonna take a Flame on. And then once again, just go into an Aldamon. Again, I do like this play. You don't have to cheat out the Ancient Grey. You can go into it, get the protection. It's gonna stick around. It's gonna do more checks. So we'll see what kind of line the Imperial player takes. It's hard for him to go on the aggressive when he whiffed the rookie, right? So instead, I think going for more setup heavy play is the way to go. Gonna be setting up the Dual Tamer. We see the Ancient Grey does come out. You know, has to play the full 5, but honestly, it's fine. Beamon definitely gonna be swinging. He's got that jamming. Those Beamons are crazy expensive, but I mean, he's definitely one of the best rookies in the game for sure. A rookie with jamming is actually still to this day crazy. Gonna go into the XP. He can't get the restand because it's not a dual color Digimon, but Hammer Spark means that we can regularly Digimon to Peldramon again. We've seen it play multiple times with Imperial, and it's worked out okay. Like, I mean, you'd definitely rather Jogress into it, but in these type of cases where like he doesn't have anything to answer with the Jogress, the Digimon effect, and he has a dual tamer to get the restand, it's working out fine, right? This Peldramon is definitely putting in work. Hits into a Takuya, which is really scary, that's for sure. Because now you're facing Ancient Grey with 18 checks plus hybrid for game next turn potentially, right? So really scary stuff. I wonder what he will do then. The Ancient Grey is just so hard to answer. It'll just be hard drop in a Beamon, bottom deck in the Ice Wall. That could maybe have saved him in the future. Alright, well, red hybrid, he's got the Ancient Grey set up. Surely it's time to go, right? I suppose it could die to a Paladin mode in security. That definitely could happen. I guess it's only 4 checks, right? So it's not quite game. Hidden potential. Yeah, like hidden potential going to hand hurts. You give them their one of. You know, one thing that I kind of hate about the Imperial deck is that they play both hidden potential and Ice Wall. And like obviously they will, like these cards are insanely strong, right? But because they're one of, when they have both of them, it could just feel really, really bad, right? Knowing that you lost to their cards that are one of in 50, like it's just a bad feeling, right? But I guess it's, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like those cards are at 1 for good reason. I don't know if they should be banned. I feel like Ice Wall at 1 is okay. Hidden potential, I'm kind of a hater on that one. I really don't like it. Okay, so Burning Gray. Maybe if he had a way to clear this Peldramon, it would definitely just be game, right? Atomic Blaster, clear, and like GG. But I guess he doesn't. Gonna just be swinging, survive. So still in a really good spot overall. And sets up the Tamer. I like this because like, okay, you put your opponent in no security. And then set up the Tamer is like something that can't be interacted with. And will likely guarantee enough memory next turn that he can go into a hybrid and go for game. Because as a right hybrid deck, you would assume that he is gonna have set hybrid, right? We're gonna have Peldramon swing and restand. Peldramon did survive. Can swing twice, which is a good amount of damage, but it's not enough to go for game. But he's gonna Digivolve into the fighter mode, tap the dual tamer to restand, and then because of fighter mode's ability, he's gonna be able to get 2 more swings. So if there isn't anything in security, that is gonna be game. So even though the Imperial player had a pretty slow start, he was able to do a good amount of setup, getting memory from the dual tamer, and then using its effect really, really well, right? I like the way he played that with the Peldramon, getting the regular Digivolve in, leaving it standing up so it couldn't get swung over. And then fighter mode's gonna be swinging, and that's gonna be game. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.